flashes that would
He does
be
not do that
non-existent
one.
if you're running basically Galorys' composition right now, because the most tried and true comp.
What are we
have
at?
KO
One
in
for
there, and that's gonna
pistols,
help
right?
your
Yeah.
comp flash to move back within the sights. But Koala Noob adding flashes now to this comp. Also, still be able to
Galorys
op
on
this
defense,
agent, and also be
M80
able
on
to
attack.
TP through the utility of all the Senties creates that space right now that makes the Yoru kind of like an all-around encompassing great agent to utilize and maximize the composition here that was
Util on util. I mean, this guy's
pouring
going to com
over
this, and then I guess they're just
North
going to
America.
wait
No
for it to
Saints gonna be
time
bad,
out
but it's
before
okay,
they hit. You would
and
imagine.
also just to be able to have that backline pressure when Koala Noob does have that all, and it's all been about intelligent plays, about the mind games, as the desk pointed out, and we said as well during Sunset. Now M80.
This is a strong defense setup though, right? Depends. The Omen might get caught out in the open.
Galorys happy to give that up, but someone who's trapped here is Luke and Sato playing towards a main. That's
Wow, they played this really well.
They're happy to engage. It ends up being an ultimate collapse.
Yeah, they played this really well.
Did
the little nitro smoke on site here as well. Guy won the most important duel at A main.
Another one of those moments where they're trying to work towards middle and split towards an area where it's not being watched, or usually not being pushed here on pistol rounds on a defensive side. But for M80, they still omit watching and taking control of at least one extremity. There was only one player playing against Sato back towards the A main, so it could have the cleanest pinch as possible towards the A site. But as soon as you lose that position, there's no smoke towards A main.
The what, sorry?
It makes it so hard for you to flood back towards
the smoke inside.
When also the
Yeah,
result
yeah.
away from Galorys to throw that,
Really strong.
that smoke. Okay. That was a nice little shot, but yeah, we'll hold that thought. There's an aggression here coming out from M80, and as the wall comes up, now I can finish my thought. I love at least a reaction here from Luke Show to throw that smoke within the A site to give a chance here for Galorys to just stay anchored in. So great defensive round to start.
Yeah, shout out to production for giving Galorys a practice range
Cool.
in round 2. Yeah, I jinxed it low-key, but yeah, Galorys ain't kidding around with this outlaw. And we wanted to see Sato start to activate. It was a hot start for Galorys on Sunset.
Very clean.
But trailing off as M80, why they're the best team in North America, is being able to adapt, usually be able to play to their game, and not a lot of teams can make M80 not play their game. But M80 will adapt and overcome eventually. But can Galorys keep up the strong start that they have?
Yeah, it almost feels like this composition is going to activate Sato a little bit more, and even the supporting cast around him, because you're not going to have to be tied up with having your initiator.
They know the outlaw's out,
or the outlaw for Sato
but
to
only
get the best value
two
on
of them.
composition. Now he plays a jet.
I mean,
Where
two of them
he
can get
be
one shot.
self-sufficient, look for these aggressive peaks like he's currently doing, and dash away whenever he wants.
And in
But
theory,
even if he
Yoru
doesn't
comps,
spot
I
anybody
say it
here,
can't
he still
solo
locks down
sight hit.
the whole middle right now.
And I
for
think they're going to
Galorys.
try and
And
solo
then you
sight
have the
hit.
early rotate coming out from the defensive side over towards A, excuse me.
Here's M80 just adapting, just teleporting, making sure that, okay, Rango popped out last time. Sato as well.
Okay.
The random first
A main
blood.
control. They picked up the orb, question mark.
Yeah, can go into this map confidently, but still needing to respect Galorys. Be vigilant.
That's
on
an
the approaches
interesting
as
cage
Galorys are throwing
Rod
different
has on it.
kinds
This one here.
of
So that he
punches at him
can
this
take the
time.
angles and get the kill
Yeah.
off the...
Now with
The
an
trip,
open
yeah.
mid,
pretty very nice.
with this deadlock on the left side.
Oh, this
See
is
how
good.
Maybe at least know that it's there.
It's such a late wall too, so it just forces the hand of M80 to go into the A site where all of the rest of the utility of Cypher and the numbers are at on the defensive side.
Galorys do
It's
well
pretty cool,
to
though.
play on the site, and Luke will go into
Oh, that
Scupper,
Omen
and
flash was
M80
insane. I can't believe he didn't get a kill off it.
thought that was
Oh,
a
okay,
Yoru
well.
clone.
A little bit late, maybe, too.
Choking it down, and Luke is
Hey,
still
this
a
was
menace.
nice from them, though.
Entry in this corner. M80 walking
Yeah,
in
that
and
was
get
a
pinched from all
very nice
sides.
hold.
Look, they had done the homework as well. The cage is where the guy TPs to, right? And then once he hits the DP, just pops the cage up, and then you're going to hear him exit either side.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you can pop it up and get a kill in front of Jenny from the trip.
And it lost a spike in that position. And again, I gotta say, it's the patience that was displayed from Galorys at the very beginning, because you trust Sato to be able to watch the full middle, because you also trust Urango the whole time that was jiggling towards B main and throws a late barrier mesh, which if it wasn't sprayed right away, you know the call was going to be, hey, they're hitting the B side just like they are now. this is what should have happened. Wall comes up, it should be shot down right away, but looks like for M80, they'll hold back for a bit though because they do have a half buy going into it. I want to give a tell here that they were forcing up, but as soon as the Ares came through from BCJ, Galorys is now ready for this half buy from M80.
At least the Ares is trying to make it so Galorys don't want to hold that close. It gives M80 space to deal with the barrier. Once the smoke goes down, flood in. And this, I thought this was going to pull the rotation out of Evil Kick, but now that M80 have killed all noise, Galorys are playing out of sight. They can't
nice shot.
People over from A quite yet.
Good grab net also.
Now M80 walk in, first blood for Galorys.
But they look pretty good at Ascent, this team.
No util. Rude doing his best to support. They'll go 1-for-1. Rude will get more than what he bargained for. He's got 2 pings. No, they're on the approach.
Yeah, we look really nice on this map. This is a lovely supportive recon as well.
I think M80's playing a little too slow.
It feels hard to play fast against a Cypher and a Deadlock.
Yep, I mean, you just have to try and bait out the wall and the grab net earlier.
The push from the pop flash blinded a couple of players, but what's been good so far from Galorys is how deep back in the site they've been playing with their utility. The trips that happen towards the back, the cages on top, so you could play trip kills from the back of the of the B site, and then also the smokes that were thrown towards the A site between generating dice. They're not really giving a chance here for M80 to get the best value out of their pop flash hits, but great value for at least the defensive side to play around the Sentinel's utility. So that's pretty good here for Galorys on their defensive side to kick things off in the 4-0, converting from a bonus round, and
That's
also
not me, man.
converting
That's
into
not me.
half buy of M80, where they haven't lost too many players in the process.
Are they both using Deadlock
Galorys
comps? Yeah.
continue to shine, while for M80,
Just Jet, Yori
there's going
Def.
to be a couple of these half armor buys, but if there is, and Sato still has the outlaw, that means that
Salve,
the
Nado.
economy is flourishing for the op side of Sato.
Yeah, so I mean, I imagine they do speed up though, but I reckon it's gonna be over towards mid
red
take.
flag with dropping 4 rounds and
Yeah, they can speed up because they also have the Yoru
sites being tried.
That's true.
Every attempt failed. M80 needing to decide of how does the flood happen.
Yeah, and I like this from I like this from Galorys as well though. They do a B A stack just in case the ult hits over towards here. They got loads of people to make sure that you can't your ult and or get out of your ult and get a kill, and then we just have a straight up retake. The attack Odin though might just secure this.
Well, they did a little bit of damage.
I wanna see the defensive.
Now you have to try to do an op retake. So we talked about an outlaw
Deadlock
before, but it's Sato already out with an operative, which is fine. There's a lot of players.
They got a
that
camera,
full
they got a
shields.
trip,
The biggest thing right now
they got
is
double Deadlock util, they got an
Annihilation
Odin,
coming out here from
they have an
Morocco
Omen
to
flash,
initiate
a
the
drone
retake.
and a
But as they break
recon.
this wall, they might still
This should
walk
be
into
an
a trick where players
impossible
are holding
retake.
behind there for M80.
Even the Annihilation, like you said, can force the engagement. Even if you don't get the execution, you could funnel M80 into a narrow hallway, but now the drone spot at least 2 or 3. Shot pull, Annihilation
That's funny.
denied. M80
Nice
hold
shot.
their ground, not dropping a member.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy
this
nice.
They
is,
denied the
that's
off.
way
M80
too much
get their
util.
first round.
That was very.
Seems like
very
Yori
quick
just
by
checks
M80
that there's
to
no one
set
over
things up
towards
to-
here, no one else to use any
Once
extra
you went through
util.
Dimensional drift and open up this B site, you see the amount of utility that's being thrown.
I feel like
here
your,
from
and I've said this quite a
the
few
Sentinels
times,
players
like
within
your
that site in
ult
itself. You're trying to
in
drop
pro
into
play
site,
is just
you're
a
gonna get
one
hit
round.
here by a sonic sensor. You're trying to move down the staircase.
Yeah,
You're going head-to-head
especially
against a
if
player in the
you-
back of the boathouse. Well, you're gonna get hit by a sonic sensor, and it would really
At least
slow
on
players
attack.
down. But the biggest thing around that
Maybe
is
defense
also
not so
being
much.
proactive and not giving a chance
People
here for
combo it
Galorys
so
to get
well
through
with,
before even
Breeze
getting to the
stuff,
point where you can
yeah,
utilize
yeah.
Sentinel util.
Omen
They went for the
Paranoia
recon Yoru flash
to set
just
up
to pick some
the
players out and keep those
the come
opponents
out
at
of
bay.
the
Great
the
utility being used here by BCJ in that round. 4 ults now available for M80.
Yeah, they start to
or
get
being
some ults
contested
online
by
now.
M80 and also converted for M80. And now you go back into a slower playstyle, smoking back towards M1, blocking the vision of Sato, and Sato has to find a new spot to look out for. And with the wall coming up already on Catwalk, He might pivot here, potentially towards the B main, if it stays quiet towards middle contact.
Speaking of contact, just Galorys have not seen M80, and this is about M80 making the first move, putting the first card down. There's information. That's why he played the Sova. Hunter's Fury to stop people kick from using
he thought
the drone.
He was droning from below.
Have to dance against this.
I'd probably take that because it's like, would this guy ever be ulting if there wasn't people behind it?
Hunter's Fury, they're letting M80 come in, but when you gave M80 site control before, they held it down. They bunkered. It's the
Dan doesn't get that corner of back of sight.
Either way,
been a nice reply on this round.
Nismo is dead. It doesn't matter. M80.
Yeah, that's like
we got no damage off. That was a clean round.
Yeah, and despite all of that utility and ults being utilized, they all survived that 50-100.
These guys have a nice Ascent, I'm telling you.
Point of damage against the hit from M80.
Yeah, they have a great understanding of the defense.
Around these ops, around these ults, and it started with a blind ult trying to catch
the issue with this comp is like you only have one chance to hit the site. So if you stop that one chance,
one hit, then it's done.
It's pretty hard to get on.
Evil Kick even gets a recon dart on the top. Got so much value for his side now on the Sova roll, just like BCG did for M80 on the round before. And now this breaks the econ on both fronts for weaponry and ults. Everything gets reset here for M80, and Galorys seems to be in a position where they could run away now with this first half.
Evil Kick, what a ping too. Executes with the Omen.
Yeah, I just feel like they're going to struggle to get a lot of rounds on attack here with how this looks.
With the
yeah, it's looking brutal.
How far pushed up Koala Noob is with full util. Things over so that Xander can smoke off the top and he could help support B, but
I'm liking the
hit is happening towards
Cypher U2 from the
M80 have been unsuccessful at A.
He's doing some passive camps.
Being awarded to be able to walk in, but then getting
pretty hard to deal with.
Asato push back paranoia, the push in, M80 advance. They gotta watch their back though. Urango and Luke poke away at M80's forces. And it's Galorys.
6-1.
Yeah, Nismo couldn't get
big
there
round
with the Sentinels right click classic. Most likely taking the classic to support here his old IGL John Cutie. But at least overall on the macro side of things for M80 was pushing out towards that spot of tree.
Timeout, they already did a timeout.
Get that flash, smother Sato, and try to take him down. And I love this one and done position from Morongo in the very beginning here towards Wine. Because the op was actually spotted here towards tree, well, none of M80's players would have thought that Sato would be playing towards Wine and nobody else would be playing towards that, because who would actually be able to play that spot with the exception of Sato or Luke Show? And if Luke Show's busy smoking and was accounted for, and Wine should technically be clear, so he's able to swing out and get a kill and make it very difficult here for M80 to get a plant down in their eco. Go back into defaulting around and controlling the orbs once again and trying to salvage the last few rounds remaining here in this first half.
This is nice though.
A was taken, now we go into
Shimok created. Wants to clear with the drone.
So
over on A.
So it could maybe surprise a quick hit here into B as soon as it breaks.
So over on A, we have block info here. They can check every time they clear the fake info on A.
Closest to perfect. Which offense can hemorrhage the least?
Right, you gotta. I mean, actually, they get through the choke point. They might have a chance.
Wanting to support, but
the late Omen TP. Considering all the info they had, that was a crazy late Omen ult.
They have taken some injuries, and Luke just has to react to who advances through the smoke after seeing the dark come out of BCJ. And Galorys taking back control of this map in this round. I should say just this round. They've always been in control. 6-1. Jeez. Galorys are not kidding around with Ascent. Nismo 1v2 doable. With Annihilation too, if he can just get the one kill. Man. Oh, he hears the smoke. And he heard someone teleport. Now Nismo just has to dance and couldn't get the cover.
Yeah, dude, that was a nice retake.
Okay, got aim punch too, aiming towards the air on that 1v1, couldn't get the wall bang.
Get to hear the live reaction of it. That's crazy.
I think BCJ misstepped going to the smoke and stairs.
Yeah.
Inside that smoke to get the shorty kill. The wall bang coming out from the Odin. Again, for M80, it was a great start, at least into the round. By the time they made it towards the barrier mesh, it was.
You knew it was going to happen at one point during this.
Almost breaking down, but it only took a couple of shots before breaking it. But then everything else in terms of util was breaking shot darts and whatnot that didn't actually land to break that. So it really slowed things down for a bit on M80's hit towards the side and gave a chance here for Galorys.
And we're out here forcing. We're forcing Stinger, double Guardian. We're just fast going up short now. This is what I thought they were going to do originally after the timeout.
Yeah, good point. M80 have hit these so many times. It's on the line of insanity and Koala Noob.
The Grey Omen flash, man. I had so much confidence with it.
Wow.
No way. Dude, I don't know how they get more than one round. Look at what's going on. They'll get another round with the Yori ult. I think that's about it.
Which is next round.
Remaining. With now just having to execute the remnants of M80 separated.
Sure.
BCJ, the 1-2 punch. He's got a lot more work to do.
I'm loving the Cypher stuff.
85 HP.
He immediately repositioned the trip to DP main so they can triple stack the spike.
So he's gonna have to wait a couple of seconds here, but
I like the server over towards A as well. The server's nice.
Clean look here that they can watch over the spike.
But don't M80 need to default B main to get this wall all the time?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
BCJ somehow manages to pull this out.
The deadlock is just jiggling.
High-low setup too.
And whenever they hear some util, he throws the wall.
I like that at least here. From what you saw from the position too, sorry.
Beautiful, yeah. It looks really nice, this defense at the moment. Like M80 have to break this wall on B. That's the issue. If you get the wall, because they're doing like an A/B D4 a lot of the times before they were taking mid, and every time it just gets insta cleared. But they need to go B and break this wall, and then they can take mid or, and then they can take A or whatever. But as soon if this dude is just doing this all the time and they're moving fast, it just doesn't work.
The kind of scoreline that they have, and this is Galorys really stepping up after a crushing sunset. Jeez.
Yeah, it shows how Galorys didn't bother for them at all if they couldn't find
late wall goes in, so they can break this and then.
On how
They actually have an okay chance in this round.
Well, at least they're showing a great defensive side here on the Ascent.
They have a good chance anyway, just because they have the ult. Like it should be a one round.
Yeah, and can get soloed for post too.
Versus on the value is trying to get on a neon rifling with no op. You see the difference in
Soloed's not the best for post in this map.
Look here towards these duelists that are fairly good here on the neon and. Okay, here on the jet. Well, it's
thrown over towards A. They find out what the op is.
Here on this jet and raise. It didn't look too hot here on the neon.
I mean, look at the B side though. The B side's kind of stacked with Uto here. Like these two are just gonna double up back a sight, and it's gonna be hard for him to get anything from this.
Oh, he
tanked his own stun. That helps.
They should know there's one more.
Team GravNet. He made a sound, yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Nismo and M80 will evict Galorys from the B side.
Yeah, like we said, they can get the rounds with the Ori ults, but then that's it.
With the barriers.
They kind of had a better idea on this round anyway with like their default.
There's a lot of
chaos
and I'm sure noise in the
The B main default? Yeah, they actually managed to break the wall and then create pressure. We had drone over towards A, like after, like there's actually pressure all over the map this time.
Damage to Sato, the off. Okay, a wrist got in his way. Takes a lucky shot through the smoke. No cigar. Everyone's just barking on the other side of these smokes. Galorys have the ults, and now they're starting to get surrounded. They had their chance to escape, and now it's M80 trying to trap them.
Okay.
And Nismo too. getting to the last.
Yeah, maybe he can get a... Dude, I actually think the op here on attack, just to get the guy jiggling over towards B main, would definitely be successful.
The value that they get around the dimensional drift is always going to be quite huge with Koala when he has that available.
No, it was pretty good because they dealt with the B main stuff first, and then they took A main.
Yeah, then I mean, then they started droning over towards A as well.
To ping them out, to really not give a chance here for the anchors to really play around.
Who has the ARP? Wallenoob is going to go for this. The first time they're not jiggle peeking, do they know they picked up the ARP?
No walls being thrown earlier on here on the B side. So
a nice change up.
Here for Galorys.
Why did they change up their defense?
See if it can get a pick early here.
M80, it's been constant.
They just called for a trap play at middle because they went through middle.
Has the op, but
off the camera. Yeah. Omen flash.
What am I missing? Why are they playing? Why are they playing heavy retake?
Everything they can to beat it. That's the only ounce of success M80.
They were having success on every single buy round apart from Euro ults, and then they change up their defense. I don't get why. Unless they're just so confident in the retake.
It's pretty weird. It reminds me of that one M80 match we watched on Lotus, I think.
It was a call
that you talked about them going out A, and then they lose to a result, and they give up on it.
Yeah, they like overthink the round.
You can't give up on your default that's working because you lost to an ult round.
Yeah.
Towards this catwalk area with this owl drone, and then break this barrier mesh. Once you TP across here to hit towards this B site.
Yeah, they already know it's a B hit.
Wait, did he not mess up his wall? Oh, he messed up his wall heavy. That's Nisma's wall.
I think he threw it trying to dodge the sub-ult.
Oh god.
Dude, he was trying to dodge and he just threw it.
They broke that. They broke the defense. They broke the defense deadlock wall, and then they had to break another wall. The artist wall. It actually was, yeah. That was the artist deadlock version of his Sage wall. Not wrong. Lucid _ memes with the prime. Thank you, the 4 months. Thank you for doing that, dude.
I always thought it was easier to play a deadlock towards A, and it's like they tried a couple times, and
I guess he had the wall in hand, and then the solo out comes and he just
clicked and dodged at the same time.
Finally, an A hit happens for M80, where Galorys can play passive off the sonic sensors, and now with vision that the hit is coming, all depends and all leads on this evil kick Odin to cut M80 at the heel as they enter. And that Odin will claim 1, but M80 now have 4 on the post plant.
Look at the sound of this. They gotta worry about
getting surrounded. They gotta press an angle. And at least they'll have someone on the flank here of Xander, but from the shadows, but he's stuffed out by Evil Kick. This Odin is disgusting and now paranoid.
Grab Ned on heaven with an Odin spam.
M80 still
he's so low. He was grabbing Ned and then getting spammed.
When it was Galorys starting with all the picks, it seems.
They never saw this guy and killed him.
Yeah, they got 3.
We're gonna have a 9-3 half.
Dude, these guys, the Galorys guys, they got a. That's probably one of the better defense setups that I've seen at this comp though.
Yeah,
like, I liked it a lot. I will say that it's such a weird comp because normally against the KO comp, it's like really attack sided, right?
Yeah,
but then it goes the complete opposite way where as soon as you get rid of that KO.
Yeah,
the knife and like the KO ult just counters so much of it.
Yeah, that's actually something I haven't thought about, but it's really spot on.
I think that we're gonna see a lot more.
They could do it back.
Playing the mirror deadlock.
The Jet versus Nismo. The thing is, the Jet here should be better than the Yoru, like in a head-to-head, because they can then just they can just do set plays, and they shouldn't get too messed up because the Jet can affect a lot of the deadlock util.
Held on with a hope and a prayer when they just kind of ran in. They're getting shot out from all angles.
to get more value against the Jet, you have to combo the Sentinels U2 a lot more.
Just hoping for the best.
While against Yoru, you can get away with one on each side.
We'll see how practiced Galorys look on offense with the deadlock. Because that was something you pointed out that Nismo could have done better on. Or that at least that was an issue to fully get the value out of the deadlock there, but
a hard entry on the Yoru, yeah. Normally, I mean, normally with the Yoru comp, like straight up sight hits don't work. But,
yeah.
I mean, they actually got him around there at the end, but it's just because A was weak.
M80 looked like they were always trying to default towards
the thing about Yoru that I like on defense is that you can flash for your teammates too, and like re-clear stuff, sets the defense.
You're trying to make sure that you're at least able to work towards the B side, because where the Jet wouldn't be, that's where the deadlock would be. You're trying to bait out the early wall so you could go for the side exec after, which sort of worked here and there, and it was just going into these moments on the pulse plant where it kind of crumbled here and there for M80. But this, if it was a little bit cleaner on their positioning on the pulse plants, then we might have had a different scoreline towards the end. But it's Galorys coming out very strong on first bloods, on map control, and on these retakes, that they now have an opportunity to push this very quickly into a third map.
Galorys with a heavy lean towards A, waiting out the one way. Walanu with green rain mid after
he messed up.
Well, the initial recon.
Did he try and take out the thing, but he faked the TP?
Yeah, he faked the TP before he took out the thing.
Galorys not having
was it not just because it's the same? Oh my god, and we're out here reconning. It's the same bind, right?
Yeah, Sato gets picked.
I don't know.
The trap play was there. Galorys revealed and struck down, and it's all up to Rude.
Wait a minute. I just saw BCJ throw the recon dart right into Dice, and somehow it's still pinged.
Yeah, I was trying to work out how that pinged him.
I think it was like, since it was right on the top
side.
of the block.
Oh, you reckon it went over?
Yeah.
Turns out to be a blessing.
But it was a really weird interaction.
But I think the original was a trip, but then was he not lit up from the recon?
Yeah, I think it was both things.
Has a TP in the back
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure even.
Of this main area.
Everyone's saying it's the trip, so maybe it's just the trip.
It allowed here Nismo to throw the wall, and
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like when he gets hit by the, camera in middle, he presses F to take it out, and it made sure that he faked TP'd.
Yeah.
And it allowed here M80 to get a nice crossfire in the end. And
just wait for the replay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just trust you guys.
Aries by BCJ.
Because the recon looked pretty low on the box.
Galorys.
Dude, with them taking the pistol, man, it's
mid with the smokes.
Thing is, for Galorys, it's gonna be really frustrating. Like it might be one of those examples of like, why would you choose your worst side to start? Like this could be one of the examples of. It's so stressful when you can't get rounds.
And to add to that, they came from that bind against All Knights where they had 8 chances. So
yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
How does their mental?
Yeah.
Just trying to run.
Everyone just thinking that they lose both games when they had like really heavy leads.
So
yeah. Not wrong. Yeah, this is heavily on.
Now that I look back at it, it was the trip that was placed behind on the A side that prevented Sato from moving in and slingshotted him back. It wasn't a recon, thankfully. So that was going to be that's crazy stuff going on through there. But at least for now, when you're looking at the
what the hell?
Wrong key mine.
Exactly, from Galorys towards this cat. It's great that Xander's holding this judge, something that even Sadak has. I pretty much call it the Sadak spot, right? He always owns that spot with the judge, and even as he gets netted, still has great support from the crossfire setup in the back at tree. So M80 looking fairly strong on their second round, converting here their anti-eco. Now going into the bonus, have an outlaw to work with. Xander still holding inside the smoke.
To bring all those weapons into the bonus
too
is great for M80. See if the judge can do the 2
Oh, great.
over at tree.
Means he has to use another smoke for A main, and potentially that smoke could have gone over towards B.
Quiet over at B.
No,
Galorys will try their hand at that.
That smoke, I think it's from the
Sonic sensor
no?
at the door for M80.
Yeah, I mean, he TP'd and then he insta-smoked, right?
Yeah, the attack has both smokes.
Playoff contact there, still has a flash, and just at least using the Ares to
push
him back. And
oh man, the double heavy pen guns. God, the tank and damage. It's getting scary already for these guys.
BCJ has no bullets. He has like.
You say no bullets, he's still got like 30, 33, something like that. Yeah, there we go. He could get all of them if he wanted.
He has like 1 clip.
Okay, now I think he has 2 bullets or something.
Take a step back.
He fired a lot after that.
Yeah, he killed the guy and he shot the wall.
Into the trap.
Yeah, like the suppressed fire thing.
There's some guns B main here. They're gonna take the gamble. Why not? They get the free upgrades.
Usually
there's an orb there. BCJ can get his ult if he picks up the orb. Yeah, no time.
Started engaging into the spray of the Ares. But instead, it was going to be just a tight angle held.
I hate B main on this map.
Dude, Nat does a lot of talking.
He's the responsible for the defensive setups.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they'll go like. He would suggest a defensive setup, and then Xander has the word if he wants to run it or not.
Reaction cams, as pretty sure it was mentioned here by Xander in the past too, that Ed does hold a little bit more here on the defensive side of having better reads, better understanding of around his utility of where the players could be, and based on his timing and what he's currently watching with this Cypher util.
Man, if they actually lose this, you're so right. The 12-4 lead, then into a 9-3 half. Like these guys are gonna.
Yeah, no, that's a good early timeout. I think that this is a perfect early timeout because
when it comes to this Ascent, when it comes to the double sentinel, it's about which defense.
The coach needs. We talked about this yesterday. The coach needs to keep them in the game. Like they can't like
stop thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
no,
for sure.
that thing that happened yesterday happened to them. Another time in this tournament, I think, against TSM.
Oh, okay, so they're known for it.
You're running into
like
the same issues
a
here that
trend for them in this tournament.
Or what M80 was faced with on their attack side too is just getting caught up by a lot of this double senti utility here on the defensive side. I like the least on the pistol around the shot guards did clear a bit of that util, which I didn't see that happen from M80 too much, and looks like Koala Noob was just able to sneak through towards wine. Boom.
Oh, they don't know! Spike's down too!
Spike?
With the one-way!
We solo send the spike?
Oh, jeez, Galorys.
Am I missing something? Is it to get a reaction so that they play different so that you can bait them in? No, it's not.
I think it's one of those situations where you don't know that you picked up the spike.
M80 aren't playing close enough, and Galorys managed to get the spike. This could be a salvageable round, but in a 3 versus 5, and a sheriff for Luke, that's some cope on the salvage part.
If anything, it's such good mobility. I mean, look at all those kills coming
from
Koala.
We're farming out
here.
First
one out wine, TP towards middle, gets the kill towards mid, back TP towards A side, and gets that 3rd kill. If somehow this double Vandal wins the round for Galorys, there's nothing more that Koala Noob could do. But thankfully, we're double up in the back of the site. And that's why we talk about the utility of the double senti. There's really nothing you can do when you're trying to run away after
Koala will keep the outlaw
like kind of like just held you back in the net.
Right, it's into big Byrons.
Himself, towards that B site, and we're looking for.
It makes
a lot of sense.
So far.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Or M80 on the defensive side.
It's like watching Leaf on Lotus.
And maybe a frustrating
round.
I swear Leaf, he's playing most of the rounds, buy rounds on Lotus with the outlaw.
Situation where
It's so brutal.
I like this though. Upgrade to the AWP, then they can buy the outlaw again after this. Just switch in between.
An economy that sets up M80 for an avalanche. Galorys at least trying to react to any heads-up play from M80 out of A main like last round, but M80 switch it up every time.
And we are flowing abundantly in terms of fortunes for M80. Lots of them maxing out even if they lose around, well, more specifically Xander. Potentially Nismo here, 50 shy away. But that said, Galorys is finally looking to prod up towards middle, something that they haven't done too much in. Already BCJ's there on the read.
I really like Cypher setups like the one they're running on A. Because many times the attackers come A main in when they see the cam and break it. They think they dealt with the info, but then there's a trip on the choke.
There's a trip close. Yeah, that's true.
Spray and pray.
That is nice.
It's nasty in that way.
You think, oh, I cleared their A early A info, but you haven't really.
Feel pressure, feel forced to make a decision.
Yeah, it's a good understanding of how big the buy round is. They just, even though it's a 5v3, they invest double ult just because, again, gotta look over towards here. It's another eco.
You see how he uses the Yoru ult as a drone for the Sova?
Yeah, for the Sova ult. Yeah, it's nice. It's such a good combo.
Odin holding down towards middle. The TP came across from Luke Show thinking that he would get a timing there, and it just stays in the ADS with the spray. But this combination, once again, the value that Koala Noob brings out with this
holy hell.
And Net is
yeah, I mean, it's a very big round. It forces them down to an eco again. I was wondering with the money that's so good here if they were going to get the Outlaw, just because it is just better at cleaning them up.
Yeah.
Like when Xander has this much money, I mean, does it matter now when that happens? Holy hell.
That's also a way to clean things up.
How are they so good at getting ADS double kills, or like multi-kills? Oh my god. Ah, bro, you should let him have that. It was an absolute clip.
Come on. Another
yeah, bro, it was an absolute clip, though.
This was a
he melted them top mid.
For Galorys, and we knew the double Senti was going to shine its brightest on defense. And M80, multiple rounds now of these 5v3s, 5v2s just off the rip. Galorys can't turn around these rounds unless they get a miracle on their side.
Yeah. I find it so funny that Xander and Nat are co-IDLs in M80 now, because
he's maybe amped up
last year in Ascension they had a pretty heat up discussion in stage. It was pretty funny.
Bro did it again.
When it's a gun round for Galorys.
Well,
no, it's crazy that he's doing this as Cypher. Like,
yeah, no, that's what I mean. The confidence is way too high at the moment. That's insane. Like against the eco, I can kind of get it. This one, that's. Oh my god, he's really feeling it, bro.
I swear he was gonna cage. I don't think he has a cage.
What can they do about it? Net has his own neural theft
to ult the body. He can go there now.
Say what, the grab net into Odin spam is actually disgusting.
Xander gets antsy, still ends up getting the read on Luke. It's a 2 versus 4. Galorys on the post.
Yeah, this Sova's got to kill everyone.
Against the army of M80, and now a drone that takes away his advantage.
Oh, that was unlucky, man. He gave that a good try.
The little small sidestep from BCJ got him. It was just a slight sidestep.
He was going under the desk after his
tech timeout. Yeah, definitely looks like he's broken something.
Continue one last point here about Net. It's nice that he's being vocal so far in the second half, because it's really not only reeling M80 up, but when the hype man was
stood up. No, I think he actually wants a timeout. He's not giving it about them taking the timeout. I think he actually needs a timeout.
And Nismo was missing his walls. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a little bit into his own mind at that point. So you need somebody else to really step up and for the team. And Net is doing wonders.
Funny.
Not only then, but in the last
it's like rounds, I think it was EMEA that was having
kills, I think, for the team,
like short wire
to allow now M80 to
IEMs and playerless. When they stand up, they disconnect.
Yeah, it's just too much.
We had the smallest of inklings that
the Nivera. Yeah, Nivera was the original.
The Nivera clip is the best thing ever. He comes back without a gun and clutches the round.
Yeah, it was so funny.
But it didn't go on a 7-win streak like this. This is the unstoppable force of M80 that sweep away a lead now not too far ahead, not out of reach for a team like Galorys, but now
You reckon
the
he
sets in. Now there's a technical pause. Maybe I
reckon
spilled some water. It's not going to
for a
be
couple
kind
of
a
rounds
smack talk.
here,
But
he
Galorys
hasn't
gotta
had
get out of
sound
their
or
own
something's
heads. They're
been
getting
messed
pieced
up,
off.
and he's like, I can't
As
play
soon as
without
barriers
sound.
come out,
I'm like,
getting
I'm just gonna face middle. Like, if
Quad
like,
killed by
I
Ned.
reckon that's why he's facing middle as
First
Cypher.
blood.
Imagine that.
And then he's been
that would
asking
be-
for a
Everything they did
timeout, and then
back-to-back
now he
rounds.
has to stand up and do like a
Galorys
big
gotta
T
calm
just to
down.
try and get attention.
If
I'm trying to work out why he's,
For the
I'm trying to work
timeout.
out why he's
80
double
down
facing
because
mid with a
M80
Cypher,
certainly
and that
feeling it
actually
so
makes
far.
sense in my head.
As we come
the
back here,
eco
resume
makes
after
sense.
the tech
The
pause.
The
eco
eco round, yeah,
is-
the
Getting
eco
in
round
favor
makes.
of Kolanub, and
It's
Sure, I mean, I would rather it be another
next
agent,
round.
but
with this team, they have no
Sure.
big flashes to work with
I
outside
mean,
of the
if
paranoia.
the next
You can
round
still
they do
convert
it
around for
again
M80.
with like
So it
Yoru
comes to show now
or
that they're
whatever,
showing up
it's
as a
fine.
group,
But
as a
the
team,
Cypher
and the
again,
win con is not only on
it's
Kolanub's
mental.
aggressive positioning with this op.
I'm surprised Koala
Oh,
Noob
this
didn't
game
just
is
stay
so
there.
good.
I just took like a random shot. Maybe
Yeah,
patience would help, but that is a one and done position with the op, and maybe it's too
exactly.
high value.
It's a timing that he has on his gate crash that he has to TP out as soon as possible with the timing.
It's a
or
They're not
dangerous
gonna
round. They
use-
have
with
a.
TP, and
I was
it
gonna
was
say
a
they're
lot
not
of
gonna
roles
use all
supposed to be
their
behind him
ults
at the
on an
same
eco
time.
though, right?
So you wanted to make sure you didn't get caught, and he TP's back into it. Who cares? That's why.
I think they would be willing to if
Dude, the
Jet
drone
gets something with
catching
her
That
ult.
Cypher
The
sitting
nice, yeah.
beside the box and it's just boiling over.
Nice.
M80.
Bruh,
Spark
they're
plug
struggling
just
to get
ignite
one
all
round
of
on
M80.
attack here.
Close to another flawless.
Ah man, I feel almost
And
bad
look
for
how
this
rich
team though.
M80 are. It's
Yeah.
gonna
From
take
yesterday
so
to
many
this,
rounds
back-to-back
for
days.
Galorys to
Oh man,
even
this guy's
make
eating
them
double
sweat.
flashes out
The
here.
economical department.
That's what I'm talking about, the
flawless.
Yoru
Koala
thing.
Noob's 2 more away from a
You
dimensional
can't do
drift,
this
and
well on the
Nismo
Jet
is
comp because you don't have
loud and
flashes.
proud
And
right
and
now.
playing
Yeah,
this
there's
map without
definitely some
flashes
M80 fans
after
coming in
like
here.
Yeah.
everyone
Butter and
have been
Mexico.
playing
I'd
the
love to see
same
that.
comp that has
Right,
flashes
it's
for
true, it's
so
true.
long.
M80
It's
to
so
start.
hard.
But within that round, it's rare that I see even a counter paranoia from Omen at Generator. Usually, when you're looking at a site exec,
I mean,
it's an Omen throwing out from the
I'd
B
just
side
call
back towards
a
Jenny to
Hiko
hit the
here.
site. But that paranoia really
When in
allowed
doubt,
Nismo to
call
stay
a
alive
Hiko.
into
When in
Sato,
doubt,
who
you go to
was
server
dashing
ult, yeah.
forward, getting ready
The
to
Hiko
right-click
is
classic.
tried and
right-click
tested.
Blade Storm to take it
Crazy
down.
success rate.
Fortunately,
It's
because
so
of that
good.
It also
paranoia,
works well
Sato
against this
misses
comp because if
daggers
there's
and
any
it
trips
gave a
on
chance
short,
for
it probably
Yeah,
breaks
you
most of the
break
trips on
you break
short.
everything.
on their
You can
defensive
throw
side.
a beam
much
towards
the
like
attack
Switch
pause,
and Gen
this
and break
may be
everything.
The
Yeah.
last timeout now for Galorys in this series and in this Challenger's career for this season for this team. You mentioned it here, a team that
Probably both of these teams, like
came
on
out of
attack,
nowhere
if they actually
pretty
wanted to have
much.
more
First time
success,
being
need
picked
to
up
use the
into
server
an
stuff better.
organization.
Like they
Making
probably
it
need
this
to,
far so
you know,
far
that
for Galorys.
constant deadlock trip
With
that's
how
on
M80
short
has
for
been
when you
playing
swing
so
like
far,
deeper short on attack.
They might fall
Probably,
just
Yeah.
short
probably need to shock that,
of making
like
it here
from outside
into
A at
deep
the
run,
beginning.
just like their compatriots of
Like you could
2G
probably do
are
stuff like
currently
that, and
here
then
in
you have an
grand
easier
finals
time, I
waiting for their
think,
opponents.
like on attack. But it does look like a nightmare. Like the only rounds it feels like you can comfortably win is from
curse, maybe
all
call
rounds.
it the Galorys curse.
Yeah,
Because the 9-3
and like they
half
don't like M80 had
is how the
the
series
Yoru ult,
ended,
which is
not in their
a
favor
big
against
ult.
All Might.
They don't
Yeah,
have that.
which actually
Just
secures
yesterday,
you one.
to
Yeah,
the
it's
point
true.
where they sounded really upset on
Like
social media.
another
just
worrying
mad at
thing, they only
themselves,
had
mad
one
at this
plant.
would get out of reach.
M80
But
only
they knew
won
the
one
challenge was gonna be
defuse
M80's
round
defense.
on defense.
And Galorys just
Oh, he's
needs
getting jumped
one
on.
round to just
Here we go. This might be the
prove
mess
that
up.
they can
Straight up
take
fast
an
B.
offense, and it
Oh,
starts
missed
off
it.
with
But
Sato.
honestly,
After that tactical pause from Galorys,
imagine Net gets like
the
2
spirits
here.
are lifted, a first
Oh
blood
my
there.
God.
They've
that one.
evacuated closet, but Net just swung around.
Okay, by
Bro.
far
When
their
the
best chance to
closet
get
was being
around.
Pushed, and Net gets one for free, despite being outnumbered. M80 are still down one. As the plant ensues, Galorys bunker with also
Nismo can
players in B
isolate
main.
one.
Timing
missed.
is everything. Annihilation from Nismo.
Oh, they think
They
they
brought
this
anyone
round is
out.
done. They think they
Galorys
cleared B
happy they
main.
have a chance. And here on the backstab could be evil kick. And he does find 2. It's a united effort for Galorys to just take their first offensive round.
They did
And that
they
was
did
much
pretty
needed.
well, like
A change
fast
of pace,
reaction
a
to
change
the
of tempo
drone.
here for Galorys.
Yeah.
Running straight through as soon
Oh,
as
yeah,
the
the Jet just jumped on him.
across, realizing here that there wasn't too much of the aggression of the op, just like how Sato was playing with the op here on the defensive side. Koala was putting a lot of these lines here towards mid and A side to start. And as we owl drone thrown out at the very beginning to try to get some information to just find the timing to catch BCJ off guard. It was a nice attempt, at least by Net. He called for a Xander smoke right in front of him. He has a cage on the other side. And then even a player
coming out.
tripped over and gets a trip kill onto one, but couldn't get more than that because there was just too many players of Galorys running through. And Galorys are able to at least keep their dreams alive here in this race. One map behind, one map under in this series under M80.
Finally,
We're trying to find any type of aggressive position, and Koala Noob is not going to get spotted and is in a great spot with his op once again.
Ping nil. The dude's up in like 3 hours for APAC.
Wow.
Oh, he gets caught out.
I wonder if the weird interaction happened again, where he tried to TP this time and he went to remove.
It'll be a different bottom for that, I'm pretty sure.
That round under the belt. The lead.
Bro, Ned is playing so aggro.
Soon if they could stay locked in, but it's never gonna be easy against a team like M80. Now Galorys coming through mid, cutting into B. Barriers, annihilation from Durango. Got no one. M80 barely dodging a bullet there. They'll have to dodge some more bullets as M80 coming down. Left staircase, Sato, clean shots. Galorys think they have the advantage. The Net just only slows Galorys down.
Gonna be 11-11. Bro, we gotta save this maybe for Net's money. Nah, they'd be alright.
Especially when
You can do damage.
Over peeking a little bit here, where the contact potentially should have been Nismo at the staircase because
Damage
of that sonic
is
sensor.
good, but not great. I think he's going for the round. Not even for damage.
So make it a
because it's like 2 rounds away. Everyone has money to buy.
Yeah.
Walks across, tries to avoid the sonic sensor on the attack side, and that allows Arango to get a free kill. And we tied up 11.
Giant man, does M80 time out? That's the real question.
A big punish, a big kill that
I think they still have one, right?
At the tiles to be able to get that ping onto Koala Noob and just swing out to get the kill. What was that, like the pistol round where that happened, the first engagement where Koala Noob continued to walk down towards tiles? Well, this time he was not ready for Rude to swing right out from the camera to get the kill.
Last tactical pause from M80. As much as we'd laugh, it'd be like, okay, they would.
I think this is a good start. Definitely be timing out on this one.
Back-to-back rounds of Galorys, decisive B pushes, and M80.
He's gonna make sure that the Odin spam happens instantly, or you go to like the right one where you play more, where the Omen flash would hit you.
Yeah.
A lot of success on M80 side because of Koala Noob's effort.
Since Nismo was playing an off angle, he can swing up him. Or even just if he wants to play fully safe to buy time, he can spam the wall off Nismo.
This is as much as it could be a fake comeback too, and not the 9-3 curse. It's 11-11.
Because he would be, he's kind of baiting but kind of not baiting too, because he's shooting off his teammate but not really facing, which buys time for the guy that's playing the other side of the
pushing down for these angles. I still respected to give Koala Noob the opportunity to have free reign around the spot to get these aggressive angles, but as soon as he gets spotted here by a camera, you probably should have TP'd before or as fast as you can before pulling out the dart. So just trying to iron things out. You talk about the high BPM that these players could be feeling right now, as Roy mentioned on the desk. Sometimes in these moments, in these pressured moments, when you're trying to fight for tournament life, these mistakes could slip.
Right here.
Need to calm down the issue just a bit.
Not going to be as early of a push.
Man, if he spammed at the right time, yeah.
For Galorys, not with BCJ. He's been locked in.
This is gonna be deadly.
Not a drone this time, but just an Odin. That is making it quite an obstacle course for Galorys, and now the barrier thrown out.
Oh my god.
Galorys felt safe. But Sato still found
What an important kill from Nismo. Xander sticks the Omen ult.
Xander, the anchor at the back.
40 seconds still.
Looks left.
A lovely kill trap on site, man.
They walled themselves on CT, so it's hard for them to pivot too.
Oh, what a god play. So much low HP.
Makes his appearance known. Galorys try to hold down. It's all Koala Noob.
Oh my.
1 versus 2.
We can even make this.
And he's still got a
If
flash
the door's
too.
closed, he doesn't make
Rango
it.
heads to the other side.
Close.
Sonic sensors, 2 of them available on the pulse plant.
Oh,
Makes it into
so
the
Damn,
zone
it's
now.
close, just.
That was close. But now at least it gets a chance here for Noob.
I think it's
rotate
less
out.
than 1.
But Urango's gonna
Gotta
play the
check
forward
it.
position and try to cut that rotate across. In Noob's game sense,
What a
with
crazy
Saber
I think
round.
he,
Sunset, he might
he
be
should
ready
know
for
he's slow.
Well, it's all about timing. Noob by the teleport in place behind Urango. As quiet
So
as
fast.
a mouse.
Yeah, he
Noob.
did great.
I mean, he played that
Main,
really
it's
well.
Urango
It was
that
so
gives
close with the
Galorys
plant as
that
well.
point up to 12.
Damn.
Is it overtime? Is it
Maybe.
the end?
This would be
Man,
mental if it went to overtime as well,
Galorys
because
making the
it'd
ultimate
be really hard
comeback
for
in
people
terms
to
of
get it, the
absolute
actual attack
deficit
round
they-
without any odds.
Not deficit, but the streak that they let M80 get on at the start of this hack to Galorys locking in when it matters the most.
Yeah. The IGL once
This
again,
is smart.
time
Oh yeah, he
clutching
played it
for
really
the
well.
team,
Played it really,
where
really
at
well.
first it almost felt like Sato had a nice
Okay,
surprise attack
one
onto
chance
his
to
opponents,
get
dashing
us to a
above
third
while
map.
they were both being hit by Paranoia and Grav
Keep the
netted.
dream
But he
alive.
threw a smoke down, which kind of gave a chance here for Nismo to win that fight, and that could have been a huge mistake there for Galorys not being able to convert there that round, and it had to come down to
Siege
clutch
610,
win coming
thank
out
you
from
so much, man.
Lurango.
Appreciate the 19 months. Thank you for the tier
Lead
1.
back now for Galorys, and still a fighting chance to push this into a third
Thanks for
map.
that, bro.
An M80, a change of pace now, at least in the positioning of Noob, this time finally anchoring out towards the B main with the operator. He's holding a tight angle, and there's no TP that looks like to be placed so far.
Yeah, I think he's coming
Gonna
back
have to be a
for
little
the
bit
TP.
weary of the timing so far.
BCJ delaying, now just starting out the recon. No pings, still a drone left. Noob placing teleport back.
Wow.
What a
Drone
kill.
gets shot down immediately.
Close up,
personal.
like it's like a
Noob
shotgun.
waves
And then he
goodbye to duelist
TP'd, and there's just an
opposition.
Omen ult in front of him.
M80.
And they still got a
Step
trip
one
here
is
as
done.
well. Well,
And
it's
as Galorys
overtime.
shifts, the spike is down over at the A side. M80 have held the door shut. And Galorys, they're gonna
Oh,
see
I
overtime
don't think
soon
he'll
unless they got
expect
tricks
them
up their
to be
sleeve.
in.
Starts with Lucio, that thought that he could push towards the garden.
Oh.
But as he dies, that's a spike too. Once again falling down. Overtime in the sights now for M80.
Well, he denies the op at least, and-
Dude, this
Yep.
is just
Overtime.
all about who takes the attack.
M80
Because I'm telling you, it's going to be hard for both of these teams without these
After,
ults.
forced to use their
That's-
timeout
yeah.
to reassess when things
I mean,
looked
if it goes the
M80,
distance,
yeah,
we'll
just
see
Noob.
M80 throw around where they
a high
get
risk, high reward
A main
on
orb,
that.
B main orb, try to
Fight
get
out there.
I mean,
your
the
kill.
amount of times that he gets
Yeah.
close
Like
range,
that
quick
will be the
scope shots
plan.
like that with the operator. And the other layer on top of that too is the fake TP. Xander TP towards the back of the site and canceled it, thinking that making them
Elimination
think that there was
game?
going to
Yeah.
be a heavy
Lower
push
bracket.
and a heavy rotate from M80 over on that side. And for Galorys, it worked to a sense because the name of the game was trying to sell that fake towards the B side because a lot of them were leaning towards A. But after that TP came back towards the A side, he throws the Paranoid, delays enough. And now we have a chance now to see extra innings for M80 to still try to close this series up. Or for Galorys
Oh, I like this
to fight
from,
and push us into Abyss.
from Galorys.
Give us a chance to see what M80 has in
Usually
store
you don't
in
expect
their
the
Abyss
op when
composition where we have
the
yet to see
spam
it
comes.
this Ascension so far.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna set him up in the angle with the
Yeah,
drone too.
Galorys back on defense.
That's pretty good.
And this overtime can last quite a while with the sides being
Oh,
so
yeah,
much.
I-
Defense
spawn.
this
being as
overtime.
good as
Oh,
it
this is
We are
nice.
taking
Wait, this is
spawn.
nice.
M80 to press
This is a really good
backline.
change up.
Galorys cannot lay back.
Something that they don't really
Urango
have to handle much in
Galorys down
practice
the net
because
to
no one
slow
does it.
down M80 on his tail. Urango even strikes down M80 on the pinch when
Prius?
the tempo was shifted off. M80 face down now at 2 versus 4. Losing M80, or losing net, I should say.
Yeah,
Now
they
with the
handled it
with
well,
it
though.
pretty
It,
well.
it was more
Yeah.
just the fact that they had 3
Xander
over
is
towards B.
left on the
They,
other
they
side
like
of
killed
the
one
map.
on the rotate, and they
No
were like,
spike.
well,
Well, at least with a kill.
there should only be 2 here.
Two more are grabbing an orb, and this time around, Galorys
Keeper,
doesn't
what's
want
up,
to
bro? How we
overpeak
doing?
into that one either. Did not give a chance for Xander to get that done. But he has a Paranoid to work with too.
Paranoia out. Getting it caught. Sato. Shot coming in. Xander stays cool. Now he has to worry about a crossfire now that his position is revealed. 13 seconds left.
10 seconds
Only
left.
could be able to find the kills in time.
Oh.
And
Oh.
Gets one missed op shot. Wait, Xander, it's possible.
Wait, he actually...
1v1 against Rude. For the lead and map point once again.
No way.
Oh,
That's so good. That's so ridiculous.
That's my ITL.
You gotta go back and sit down, put your headset on, man. Wait, what is that, bro? Dude, I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was even possible.
That first swing onto Orango, everything was pristine in terms of positioning there for Galorys.
Okay, wait, and we actually get treated to a replay as well. It is a 1v4. Dude, I pretty much tuned down. That's a big miss.
No, he didn't miss. He hit him through the wall.
He hit him through the wall.
Oh, yeah. He
He
hit him down from I don't know, 87, 24
Bro.
to 14.
And that's the attack round that would have been the hardest to get.
Yeah.
Now you face an M80 defense.
And that's how you
kicked you in
lose
the
it
gut so
too,
many
for the
times.
team that's being
Early
came
on.
back.
It's nuts, man. I feel like I'm in
So
shock, bro. That was crazy.
Attack win for M80. I can't believe that clutch after a quiet.
Yeah, both teams did the
previous
same thing
performance.
on defense, the spam with the up.
Yeah,
The
to
Zippo
fake it out.
clutch for M80. Now, they did give up a lot of defensive rounds to Galorys as the second half boiled down to force OT. Galorys.
He's feeling so much.
It's
He's
not
playing
over.
an off angle
Not
on
gonna
A
show themselves
as
quite yet, but
smokes.
the drone from the defense did get shot down. Koala noob. The high risk play. The one and done. He gets
First
the
pick
blood.
as well.
Detail.
They got recon if they head over towards the site. Stop the push out.
On the shoulders of Galorys, able to push this into overtime, almost getting the map
Wait, Jet
win.
made it out.
And now, again, facing adversity.
Oh, he.
Just
Oh
almost
my.
on the pushes.
What? How do we not hear that?
It's the koala bet at this point.
Yeah, I wonder if there were comms at the same time.
They had a chance to drone in, walk in, and
Either that or
He's
he's just untouchable, man. He can do no wrong.
From the neural theft.
We
Can
actually
even get
did
that
it.
far.
That's so
Injuries.
Oh
crazy.
man, that's crazy. Dude, I'm telling you, this team, bro. This team from the 12-4 loss yesterday into a 9-3 lead and a half. That's crazy.
That's brutal. It's,
I mean, shout out to Xander, man. That clutch is just incredible.
But a great display of resiliency.
Ah, poor boys, man.
Over
Yeah.
on the defensive side, where it was
Big year done.
Galorys from the very beginning. And
Year done and it
heartbreaking
ended like that as
right there
well.
on the camp on the
Ooh.
Brazilian
yeah,
side.
it's rough.
I mean, hats off to them, right? They play